What is up, guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you how we can create this switch in React Native, and let's go ahead and test it out. So as you can see, we can click it, and when it's inactive it's going to say inactive, and when we activate it it's going to say active. So of course you can use this for settings and other kinds of applications, but that's what we will be making. You can also customize this however you like, and to get started, we just have to go to import React, and we have to add a comma, and we have to import the use state. And then right below, we're going to import a default component, which is the switch. Next, we can go ahead and create two constants. One's going to be a constant called isEnabled, which is a Boolean, and we want to set isEnabled. And that's going to equal use state, which is initially going to be set to true or false depending on how you want your setting to be handled. Then we're going to use const text and set text, so we can update the text that shows that it's active or inactive. Use state, and the placeholder is going to be press the switch. Then we need to create a function for when the user taps on the switch. So it's going to be called constant toggle switch, which is going to equal an empty arrow function. And inside here, we're going to check if isEnabled is true. Then we are going to set the text to inactive. And that might seem a bit confusing because right now when I was playing around with the switch, I don't know why, but every time you click on it, when it's active, it says false, and when it's inactive, it says true. So you just have to do the opposite of the effect you want to acquire. That's why if isEnabled is set to true, I have to set it to inactive. Otherwise, we're going to set the text to active if it is false. And then we just have to go ahead and type in set isEnabled, and we're going to take the previous state, and that's going to equal the opposite of the previous state. And that's going to take care of the function. Next, we can go ahead and update our text to text, and we're also going to give it a simple style, which is going to first take the font weight and set it to bold, and then give it a margin of 20. Then inside here, we can actually get started by creating our switch. So far so good. We have the text, we have pressed the switch. Of course, when we click on the switch, nothing happens, but let's go ahead and fix that. So first we're going to add a track caller, and the track caller is the background of the button essentially on Android. So we have to set two pairs of curly brackets, and the first one is what happens when it is false. We can give it a gray color. Otherwise, when it is true, we're going to give it a tomato color, which is just a red. Then there is the thumb color, which is the knob itself, and we can change it when it's inactive and when it's active. So thumb color is going to equal when isEnabled is true. We're going to set it to this kind of white. Otherwise, when it is inactive, we're also going to keep it on this white. So now you can see the background went slightly gray. We can actually just change this to tomato, so you can see that you can change it. Now it is red when it is inactive, but for this example I'm going to keep it on white because I think it looks much better. And of course they also have the iOS settings, so iOS background color, and we're just running this on Android, so it doesn't really matter for us, but you can change this to whatever you want. I'm just going to enter gray there. Then we have to type in onValueChanged, and inside here we can insert our toggled switch function. So now we can actually click on the button, but we have no effect yet because we've not set the value, but it does update the onValueChange. And to update the value, we just have to type in value, and we're going to set it to isEnabled. So now you can see that it actually moves as we tap on it, and we can activate it and deactivate it. And it was a very simple switch. Of course, you can change this to affect whatever you want. But with that being said, guys, that's actually all I wanted to show you in this video. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.